Hey buddy, it's Victor. It's time to lead and run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Whew, man. Boy, howdy, what a marathon that was yesterday, huh? We did have another video across 3,000 likes, now putting us only 4 away now from the Glitch Chaos run. Thank you very much. Everybody who made it possible. Yes, I did indeed go lay down after that episode because it was stressful and also very long. My voice is better, though, today. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Tempest Manticore. Title thread was, "That's Repentance, baby!" And they also said in the Reddit thread, stone chest to great chest to gold chest to even smaller gold chest because that's just repentance, baby. They put sparkle sound in like the parentheses, but like I obviously did with the soundboard there. Thank you very much, Tempest Manticore, and everyone who upvoted that one. You know, it's just you just gotta keep on keeping on. That's what we're gonna do today. We're starting with Mega. Oh man, and also, is this the game's like apology tour here? 7 Charlie Bravo Lima X-Ray Mike 4-3. We've got Sigil Baphomet along with Mega and Glitter Bombs as well. You know, I'm down with it. So you saw that shield just pop up right there. That is from the Sigil Baphomet, which is going to give us a very temporary, but very good invincibility shield every time we kill an enemy. And yeah, and it stacks on itself. It's very, very strong early, late, mid game, all sorts of games here. What are we doing here? Trying to use Mega just to destroy the bosses real quick here. That's basically what you want to do with Mega. In a perfect world, you can get a full charge on Mega and also destroy, like, you know, the boss and get like another full charge. You know, you're looking for stuff like, say, the jumper cables, car battery, anything that can extend the duration of Mega or just simply give you more charges. It's very, very good. Obviously, the 4.5 volt is going to be king here, so that's what we're going to be looking for in the early going here. As we also have the glitter bombs, which are going to give us random pickups, or at least have a chance to give us a random pickup every time we use a bomb, which is nice. So in case we actually need to have some kind of pickups or some kind of anything, we can spam bombs assuming that we have enough. And unlike most items in the game, the glitter bombs are self-perpetuating, so they can spawn more and more bombs. So in theory, you could just spam bombs over and over again and get yourself a lot of nice pickups, as we are able to get Brittle Bones here, which is pretty huge. I do kind of want Charge Baby because Charge Baby does allow us to have that. It does give us that opportunity. Yeah, we can use a bomb here. It does give us that opportunity to gain more charges on Mega. So we've got 8 cents right now. No, I want to go get this key here. So going back to 3 cents so we can open up this golden chest and maybe get some more cents as well as our key back, which may seem like a little bit backwards because obviously it's like, why did I just keep the key? Well, it's because we're trying to get some more money here. And yeah, so Brittle Bones is going to basically give us all of the tiers ups that we would ever possibly want on this run. There's an ample opportunity for us to use the sack room. Unfortunately, we did not get any help in terms of that. We got to go for it. Okay. But yeah, I mean, exhausting. This is something that a lot of people have kind of talked about over the course. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We're able to get a dime. Over the course of Repentance with Brittle Bones is when do you use all of the bone hearts? Do you use it immediately? Do you wait, especially if you're on the first floor, et cetera, et cetera? I am of the opinion that I think that you should hold on to a couple of Brittle Bones bone hearts whenever you first get them instead of cashing them in right away. But in this case, where it did make sense for us to actually play the sacrifice room, that would have been nice. Now, of course, it would be even nicer if we ended up having a soul heart. I'm going to check in here for money. That can happen here. So it's hard for me not to go all the way there with the sack room, but obviously we don't want to risk death. Now there's another camp in that whole debate, which is that, you know, I think that holding on to, some people think that holding on to the Brittle Bones buff or the Brittle Bones hearts when you first get it is a little bit useless. It's like, why not just cash in the tears rate right away? And yeah, like I totally get that line of thinking to a certain extent, but again, it's kind of situational, just like anything and everything in Isaac. Everything's situational, right? There are moments where, especially if you're on the second floor and you haven't taken a devil deal yet and you don't happen to have any red hearts, where you would want to potentially hold on to those hearts just so you can pay for your devil deal. Kind of like what we're finding ourselves in right now. I think that it is a it is a smart move to hold on to them. But again, given the situation that we were just finding ourselves in there with the sacrifice room, I think it did make more sense to not only get the much needed tears buff that we required. Oh my goodness, what is going on with glitter bombs? Wow. Okay. Not only get the much needed tears rate upgrade, but also, of course, we were playing for the sacrifice room, so we don't necessarily have to be looking for a full charge here with Mega for the boss, although it would be nice. We do find 2 keys, so it's going to allow us to go into the golden chest over Meow. We get another key from glitter bombs. Wow. Okay. Okay. Secret room is probably here since it wasn't in the other opposite end. No, it's not. Okay. We know it can't be. We know the secret room cannot be there because it's being blocked by that rock right there. So, wow, there's another large room. Now, of course, Sigil of Baphomet. Switching gears here, Sigil of Baphomet is going to go very well with any kind of orbital that you might have. It's one of the few items that still really encourages orbital play, and I think that honestly, if we get an orbital and you have Sigil of Baphomet, you should go for more of an orbital-esque type style of play, only because like it can actually carry you through the entire game. Goodness, we get ourselves a quarter as well, and a whole butt ton of spiders. Okay. Made this room a heck of a lot harder on us. I am going to go into the cursed room here because I do want to see if we can get any more soul hearts, and if we don't get a soul heart, then we can go into the boss trap room. Okay, and this is our devil deal here, so pretty stoked about that. Yeah, so let's go into the boss trap room real quick to see if there's an HP upgrade in there, or like we need a movement speed upgrade for sure. I know there's a tinted rock on the floor. Yeah, we absolutely would take this. Mr. Dolly, although it only gave us 1 soul heart, which I'm actually kind of mad about right now. I'm not going to use Mega, as tempting as it is, just because I want to save it for the next floor. And because we got a huge tears up here, we're going to be okay. Wow, that was super close. Also, is it me, or does that stain that Dingle just made on the wall right up here, does that look like a person to you? Because it definitely does to me. Now, if you're curious as to why our tears rate is above 5.5 or even 5.0, it's because we use Brittle Bones. Brittle Bones will break the tears cap no matter what your tears rate is. So our tears rate ceiling cap has raised significantly because of Brittle Bones, meaning that any tears upgrade that we get is probably going to cap out around like 7.5 or something like that, maybe even close to 8. And again, that is just because we had Brittle Bones and we cashed it in basically immediately at the start of this run. Brain got very confused there. No. Thank you. Okay. So let's go into the shop. Obviously, we have 36 cents now that we can use for re-rolling a shop. We also have, of course, the item room. And let's see what is inside of our item room. Might be a reroll machine in here, or just bomb bag. I mean, bomb bag is going to feed us with more glitter bombs, so I'm fine with that. This isn't great for rerolls here, only because we only have 1 premium item that we could possibly roll through, so I don't want to go too ham on the money, especially with us only at 15 cents now. I think we'll wait. We'll get starter deck, and that's going to turn all pills into cards, and we can also hold a second card should we need it. And since we've been into the devil deal now, we know that there's nothing in there, which means that we don't have to step foot in there if we wanted to go for angel deals, which is kind of interesting as well, considering that we've already been in there, despite it being floor 1, despite you getting the guaranteed devil deals on floor 1. Unless you start with the Eucharist or something, which is possible, but unlikely. Yeah, so we're not going to go into the devil deal. Actually, it doesn't matter because I forgot that we got teleported there. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Yeah, HP upgrade. We're looking okay. Ourselves a library up in here. Shadows. Now, as far as last week's question of the episode here, we had a lot of replies. Many people offering their, what did 2023 mean to you? And, a lot of people sharing their life experiences. And I'm choosing not to read any of the upvoted comments just because, like, it was more for my own curiosity. And also, it's just nice hearing from the mosh pit. Like I said, like I said in that episode, you know, I'm very curious, and it's always endearing to kind of hear what people. Okay, let's stop getting hit over these spikes here. How about that? It's always great to hear, like, just to hear the people that make up the mosh pit without necessarily like diving like into, you know, anything too personal. A lot of people sharing personal stuff. A lot of people were just, you know, giving their overall thoughts on this year and the year ahead and that sort of thing. And I think that it was more for my memories than anything else. And I think that, you know, leaving it as that for now is probably good. Just being respectful and stuff too. Able to get the pentagram here. We're getting basically thrown for a loop there because of all those spikes, and that was also me kind of going into autopilot without realizing that, like, yeah, you can't be walking over spikes there, buddy. With the black rune here, which is going to give us some stats if we do decide to void any of the item pedestals that we don't like, or we can simply just do it in the library, I suppose. Gigante Bean, no thank you. I think we're going to hold on to the vastly superior trinket of Sigil Baphomet. Yeah, thank you all very much. Those of you who shared your thoughts in 2023. Some people had some good years, some people had some bad years, some people just said it was another year, and you know, that's living, man. I love hearing stories about the mosh pit. I love hearing just the real people that make up this really amazing community that you know, I've built over the last over a decade now. Been doing it a while, man. I don't know if I'm considered an OG of YouTube at this point, but I've been doing it for. I honestly, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of doing anything else at this point in my life. We can go ahead and take Humbling Bundada, and we go back and go all the way down to the library, as it is going to give us 2 item pedestals to void. If we really wanted to, we could go into the mob trap room and maybe get a full charge for Mega, but I don't think it's that necessary. An Ace of Hearts here, which I am going to pick up. I'm also going to be super lazy here. Okay. Get a Fool card. Okay. Hang on now. Hang on now. The Fool card is going to allow us to go into the mob trap room and take whatever's in here, unless, of course, it's a Mega chest that won't open in 1 key, which in that case, we're just going to do this. Yeah, we got a damage up, huge range up, also a nice shot speed up. So, yeah, worked out okay. Not going to take the Ice Cream Scooper, as Mega is just, again, vastly superior. Mega, one of those items that just can carry you. Now, we could re-roll if we really, really wanted to as well in the shop, but I don't think that that's necessary just because, again, we don't have enough money for a premium item here. I'm trying to just make a soul heart or 2, and it looks like we did make at least 1 here, so that's good. So we're doing a pretty good job at stabilizing our HP. Oh, no, that was actually 2 in there. And let's see if we can go straight to the boss. The whole goal with Mega is to get to the boss. And if you don't, then it's a really sad existence. Yeah, we're not even gonna get close. But of course, if you choose the wrong way to go, then, well, it's just kind of sad. We get a Joker card here, so we could potentially get blank card Joker, but this is going to give us 4 cards. 4 cards. 2 Hearts, Magician, Justice, and Chariot. All right. None of these are really going to help us out. We don't need the 2 Hearts for sure. I definitely want the Joker card, so... Now, we have an interesting play here with blank card and the reverse Justice card. Being able to spawn a bunch of chests out of nowhere is nice, but at the same time, you got to think about, like, yeah, that's great and all, but is it better than, like, just having Mega just blast through everything? I don't know. And it's not going to matter anyway because we don't have enough HPs, or didn't have enough money for it, I should say, so. And right now, we need the keys to get into the item room because we definitely do not want to be skipping item rooms. But we are looking very solid here. We're getting carried through our tiers rate. Again, that was powered. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Charge Baby. That was very kind of you. Got these paw here. But you know, a majority of this carry is so far going to be powered by Mega. Yes, that is true. But also the play with the Brittle Bones that we had on floor 1, and it's definitely been justified now in terms of not saving our Brittle Bones bone hearts for a devil deal, because obviously we haven't gotten one yet. So and again, picture how bad our DPS would be had we not had that massive amount of tiers upgrades that we did from Brittle Bones. So now what's nice about Brittle Bones as well is that not only does it of course give you a bunch of bone hearts at the start that you can cash in immediately, yada yada yada, but also any subsequent follow-up bone hearts that you might get on the regular run will also contribute towards your tiers rate upgrade, which is nice. Tend rock over here. So any bone hearts that we happen to find and destroy, no matter through whatever means, is going to give us a permanent tiers up for the rest of this run, which is really, really good. So now finding bone hearts, of course, that's a whole different story. They can spawn from fairy bombs or from glitter bombs, which is good. Yeah, just shot speed. This level was so big that we still managed to almost get a full charge anyway, despite us not really clearing anything with Mega. So again, I'm not going to use Mega here. Speaking of Mega, we got Mega Maw. If I can use Mega on Mega Maw, I think it's just a big waste. Get some good chunkage out of here. Another HP upgrade, and we get the Pact. We get Bookworm as well, but I'd rather have the HP. All right. So the tricky part with Mega is obviously just going the right way and also finding something to kill. But that's where Charge Baby really comes in play too, is that, you know, if we do happen to pick the wrong way to go, or if we have annoying enemies like Blorbs, for example, that just phase in and out of existence, and we can't give ourselves that full charge, then, you know, Mega, at least we have the next best thing, which can feed us back more charge into it, so we can, you know, use it again and again and again. Nice freeze there by Charge Baby. Really hoping for Lump of Coal, but that's not going to happen. Definitely have a little bit of time left. We made up some really good time for Boss Rush. And despite us having a Joker card, we haven't needed to use it yet to get into a Devil Deal, so I'm pretty happy about that. Secret Room's probably maybe here. A little bit of a weird spot. Oh, it's not there. Okay, so we don't have enough for a premium item yet. But this is Golden Poop here, which could potentially give us some moolah. Yeah, there we go. Humbling Bundle doubling up all of our, most of that money as well. Dealing the item rooms down here. So now we can really play chicken. You saw me there actually bounce off of one of the Globins. That was because we had the Sigil of Baphomet active right now, which was very helpful. Secret Room is there. We get ourselves even more money. Okay, pretty happy about that. Gotta be mindful of the clock though here if we are planning on going to Boss Rush. Crown of Light could be good if we end up going to Cathedral. Right now, I mean, we're definitely strong enough to fight Lamb. Comfortably fight Lamb. And again, it's hard to really just it's hard to remove Sigil of Baphomet. You know, once you get it, you just get accustomed to it. And look at this, gonna get ourselves Ouija board, and we are capped on tiers now. But it doesn't mean that we're not. It doesn't mean that we're not going to take advantage of having spectral tiers here. So Ouija board is supposed to give you a tiers upgrade, but remember what I was talking about earlier, which was our tiers ceiling being raised because of Brittle Bones. It's now capped at 7.40 until we get more bone hearts to actually chew through. Then we will, you know. We'll continue to climb off that. I'll get Birthright again. Birthright's going to give us a whole lot of nothing. Give me Evil Eye. Evil Eye at least will give us, like, it'd give us like a little bit of extra DPS, nothing too major. There we go. So, but with Mega here, as long as we have a way to teleport out of boss rush, potentially I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to get it. It will never get old for me listening to the people that make up the mosh pit, listening to stories, and just learning about people's lives. And you know, it reminds me why I keep doing this every single day. Is just because we got double mom handed. That's another thing you got to be careful about is the mom hands. Not only will they of course grab you, but also they just waste your time and make you burn Mega. But yeah, it reminds me just like, you know, how cool it is that, you know, real people watch these videos and just learning about, you know, like, what did you do? Or like, you know, hey, we had a baby, or hey, we got married. Like, all that stuff is just, it makes me feel more connected to the people who give me this job. That's a neat feeling. It really is. I don't treat people like they're the faceless, nameless people on the internet, like not even people, like just things on the internet, you know. I've talked about it before. That was a charge key. Not that it really matters, of course. Now we could, if we, in theory, if we don't find the full card, we still could do. We just do boss rush. I mean, we have Mega, so Mega definitely makes things pretty easy in boss rush. Okay, so we've not found the shop yet. Making us go all the way across the level. Look at that tears rate, though. And also Evil Eye going in. Counterfeit Penny is also something that we like, but we don't like more than Sigil Baphomet. Again, as long as we're killing, we can stay totally immune, and this is exactly what you're seeing here. I don't mind running head first and getting into melee range with spiders because obviously it doesn't cost us anything. You also saw the stacking bonus there. Okay, Stars card is good. Let's go. We gotta go. Stars card's fine. You also saw the stacking duration bonus of Sigil Baphomet there with all those spiders, and that it does stack up to about 2 to 3 seconds. Is what you can comfortably expect from having the Sigil Baphomet shield. It was even better, like, if you can believe it, this is the nerfed version, so yeah. Just picture that, but way better. No reason to use Mega here. Yep. So the negative is just going to give us a nice damage upgrade, and then we're just going to pass on all that. And I guess Scorpio. And these devil deals have just been Devil deals lately, like, have just been not great. Gotta say. I'm disappointed in you, Stanley. Lead Pencil, of course, is also going to give us a massive amount of DPS increase here. Every 15 shots that we fire are going to do a Monstrose Lung-esque type attack. That will, if you're close range, will basically it literally just adds more damage to what you already would have been doing. So it's just a very, very good DPS booster. If you want to consider it that. The full card, by the way. Which, of course, we're not going to take because I'd rather have the Reverse Justice card and the Joker card for late game, although we are going to have to walk into the Curse Room just to grab our Joker card again. 2 Joker cards. I'll take 2 Joker cards. Who knows? Maybe we will one day get a good Devil Deal. Absolutely take the Compass. We have the car battery, so this is basically going to make stuff free. And yeah, go. Hierophant. Okay. I can get down with the Hierophant Joker. I highly doubt that we'll need the Hierophant card at this point, but I'll get down with it. Get the compass is going to give us navigation, which of course makes me a super happy dude. I do not like having to go search for... I don't like having to go search for ways out. It's Invicta navigation. When it hits hard. And right on cue, as soon as we get ourselves the compass, we immediately get Curse and Lost. So, yep. Repentance, baby! It's just Isaac, in general. There's a sack room here, but it's in the library, too. Do want the Book of Virtues, as this is going to give us Bookworm. I'm going to use the Satanic Bible. I'm not going to use the Book of Revelations. I guess I could use the Telepathy for Dummies too, just so we get some more wisps here. No. Try that again. That was a nice try. I give you points for trying there, Necronomicon, but you ain't no mega. Now you may notice here that the wisps are not being destroyed whenever we're making contact damage, and that is because of the Sigil of Baphomet. Which, you can already kind of tell where this is going. If we have infinite wisps, meaning that we can just deal contact damage, we essentially can guarantee that we can just run over enemies at this point without our wisps actually being destroyed, which is really strong. Really, really, really strong. But not strong enough to get rid of Sigil of Baphomet. Let's not get crazy now. Guppy's Hairball, which is going to give us 2 or 3 for Guppy. And, yep. I guess Purity. Purity gives us a nice damage upgrade, of course. That will change based on how much damage we take on the course of a run. So if we take damage, it's going to lose the aura, then switch to something else. But I don't want to skip ahead. So what Purity does is it will give you a random aura, which will essentially give you a a massive stat bonus. What is going on here? And every time you take damage, dude, seriously, we got... This game does not want us to have Mega, by the way. This is what the game looks like when it's being bratty. It does not want us to have Mega. It just gives us hosts and nothing else. I forgot what was. Oh yeah. So Purity, what Purity does is it will give you a tears buff, a damage buff, a range buff, or a movement speed buff based on the color that the aura turns. Now, if you take damage of any kind, it will reset itself until you go to a different room. It's our last Joker card, and we get Holy Mantle. As much as I would love to take Holy Shot, I think Holy Mantle is just going to be better. We have a Sacrifice Room, which we don't actually technically need to play. We've already been to the item room, and we don't need HP because we're full. So yeah, we could in theory go and get and maybe get like an item room or an angel room item, but. So the red aura is damage for Purity. The blue aura, which is the one that most people want, is the Tears Up, which does go far beyond what the Tears Cap is. And it's, one of the most exciting ones to get, obviously, because you start firing like crazy. The orangish one, that one is the range one, I believe. And then the yellow one is the movement speed one, which no one cares about the movement speed one. Hold on to the black rune just in case we get something that we can consume here for more stats. Another thing we could do, we could go fight Hush. We don't have enough for a premium item, but we do have the Black Rune, which we could, in theory, take one of these double item pedestal rooms and consume them for stats. And I think we're going to just try that. Would be nice to get some money out of these chests or get not a lot of money. We end up getting a full charge here on Mega. Large Zit's not bad. Ooh, we gotta go Uncle Holy Water. Okay, so we're gonna use the Black Rune on Large Zit, as well as how to jump, and we get another damage upgrade in range. I'm fine with that. Guess we just deposit more, dude. Our donation machine is looking stout. Look at that, like 930 something. We'll take that. Absolutely destroy Blue Baby. Now you might be thinking that Mega is an instant win against Hush, but that's not the case. Hush's boss armor makes Mega really not that useful against him. So what I'm trying to say is that I'd rather have Mega for Shoal than to beat Hush like super quickly. So you saw us just plow through all the flies right there. We're able to get a very nice long duration on the shield. I don't think I've ever seen the Book of Whisper or the Book of Virtues wisp before like that with Mega. See, it's those right there that's the ones that you really, really, really would love to have. Something like the 4.5 volts, something like jumper cables where you can gain charges on your spacebar item via kills, because that's something you're going to be doing anyway. So okay, well, apparently we're just not going to get our Sigil Baphomet shield from any of that. Thought for sure we would, but apparently not. I'm not satisfied with the amount of damage that we took there against Hush. Really not. Thinking we took a little bit more damage than I tolerate, but we're able to undo it. We also have the Hierophant card, so it's not that big of a deal, but you gotta play a little bit better than that. It's kind of sloppy. Holy Mantle is going to allow us to go into these curse rooms for free and out of curse rooms as well for free. And now just rune here just in case we manage to get into trouble somehow. Which, I don't know, man. After yesterday's episode, yesterday's episode really was an exercise of patience. You know, being able to have such a great run and then all of a sudden be facing death. It's a scary time. I mean, I went back and rewatched that part over and over again, and like you can see just how close it really was with the use of the Satanic Bible. I mean, for like a half, it's almost like half of a frame. You'll see the black heart show up right when I hit the Satanic Bible. And then it's gone almost instantaneously. I mean, it's as close as it gets. That's what sloppiness gets you. You got to play. You know, you got to be paying attention at all times. 1 minute you're feeling good, talking about, you know, talking about music and food and this and that. Next thing you know, you're getting murked by a freaking basic grub out here for not paying attention to your HP. Good damage here by Scorpio as well. So really smooth run. I mean, it's to be expected when you've got Mega. Mega is just simply going to carry you across, like, you know, just across the board. I don't think Brimstone actually helps us, but it does give us flying in Leviathan, so I guess I'll take it. It's not that I don't want Brimstone, of course. It's just that I don't think that it... excuse me. I don't think it gives us that much of an improved situation here. There's Guppy. If we want a Guppy, wow, that's a very quick lamb. Now, stupidly, the game does not allow you to pick up items when you're using Mega. I don't know why. And now, like, I kind of regret taking Brimstone because if we would have had tiers, then we would have been able to just generate like in my opinion a much more efficient amount of flies with the Mulligan and the Guppy transformation. Get the Gupster. See there, the stream of flies coming out from the Guppy transformation. That is the reason why you want it. On top of course, you just get to say you've been Guppy. You've been Guppied. But also get the flying, too. The flying is another big part that people kind of overlook when it comes to Guppy. Just how important it is to have flying in this game. Oh, man. We need you to settle down here, War. War completely bouncing off of us, so... Yeah, it was a, you know, solid, super solid run. It's been a solid week of runs outside of yesterday, which was, you know, again a struggle, but we'll go ahead and take it there. I'm not gonna delay this one. I think that it was definitely worth it, and also I think I'm just going to get some other things done here today. Today's a busy day, man. It's more doctor stuff, more all kinds of boring crap that we got to go through, but you know, that's just how it be sometimes. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you those of you who shared how this last week or last year has been for you on last week's thread. Today's question of the episode is, what is your take on Mega Blast? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's too easy? Do you think it has too much of a charge? Do you think there should be a way to actually feed itself more charges? Post them in the comments down below. We'd love to know your thoughts on that. The top 3 most upvoted comments get read on next week's episode. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everyone. Have a great Thursday. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Heather Furlong, Isaac Johnson, and Battaloid. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.